Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I am so glad that you have made your journey over here to hang out with me for a little bit. This is a little haul video from a day date with Dave. So he gave me some choices and he said, what do you want to do? And we ended up spending the whole weekend doing things that we both wanted to do. And one of those was doing a little thrifting, which God bless him that he just engages and indulges me. But what I wanted to share with you is that I'm going to do something a little bit different starting in the new year. And I'm going to try to start it now and see how it goes. But one thing that I do is I generally do a haul, and I schedule my hauls out for months in advance because I put them in my craft room. I have them stacked by, event or what I've done, and then I post them. However, the problem is that we have live sales every week except the first week of the month, and sometimes my videos don't come out until well after I've had these live sales and I've already sold some of the things that have been in my hauls. So I did a lot of thinking about it. I had a little coffee chat with my friends Carol and Sandy last weekend, and they helped me work through it. And I think what I'm going to do is continue to do my hauls as I always have, but those hauls will be things that I will be using in my art, and then I will take out everything from those hauls, put them in a separate video, and those will be things that I will premiere on the Wednesdays before the live sales on Thursdays. Now, will everything come to the maker's market or the live sales on that very next day? Maybe not. But when I showcase those, that's your opportunity to say, hey, I'm very interested in these things. You will know very clearly that all those things are coming to a sale or coming to the maker's market, and you can call dibs if you wish. So my thrift hauls will be from here on out, things that I will be using in my art, and I'll explain why. Now, that's not to say that you might not see something and go, oh my gosh, I'd really like to have that. Please continue to say that. The only caveat I will say is that immediately after I do my videos, everything gets put away in its nice little spot. So sometimes I might not exactly know where those things are, but I just want to kind of level up. I've got my goals over here that I've been working on. Dave and I will sit down and work on those, and hopefully Carol and I will sit down and have a little planning session for next year as well. But it's important. Goal planning is important, and figuring out what you want to do and making videos that are important to you is important to me. So I just wanted to put that out there, and I have a whole stack of things, and I'm going to try to work through this very, very quickly and show you what I got. So the first thing, I bought a bunch of patterns. Many of them will be coming to the maker's market. But we went to a new little place that is going to be doing, I think I've mentioned this on videos before. They actually help, I was going to say rehome, but that's not the right term. But put elderly into new facilities, whether it be assisted living, a nursing home, and such. And so they're starting to do, like, once a month, they'll do this big estate sale, which is a variety of folks that have been downsizing and moving somewhere else. And so I picked up these. Now, I want to tell you why. Now, again, these are things that I will be using in my art, but I pick up a lot of doll patterns because the images are small on the page and they fit perfectly on tags and such. So I bought this one, this one, this one, and then this one is not a doll pattern, but it will work perfectly for a 70s pattern or a 70s journal. I was just going to look. 1970 exactly. So those I will put into my stash. I also bought these, not at that event, but I did buy all of these. I don't know. There's something about them that remind me of when I was young, because I used to make this with those, I don't know what you call those beads. But they were $2 and they were on sale for half price, so I bought them all. And I will use them in my assemblage. And I just thought they were cute. I don't like the burgundy ribbon on them, but I'll probably take those ribbons off and use them for something else. But that was kind of fun. That was at the same thrift store that I found this. So the story is that Dave didn't really want to go, oh, well, hello. Dave didn't really want to go into the thrift store, although he did come in. He came in and paid. That was the awesome part. This I found, there was a whole lot of these, probably 20 of them. I just bought the one, and it's from 1974, and I just thought it was cute, and it would go with my equestrian, farm, cowboy, rodeo journals. But this is a winner. I did not know this was in here. Bob Nolan. Hey, Bob. Bob Steele. Tom Tyler. And George O'Brien. Where are these? Okay, are they famous people? Somebody other than me. This is a Palomino. That looks like my horse. I don't know, but winner. So I got that there. I also got these. It's, again, just like this that I altered. It's got, this one had the acetate on it. This one does not. It's just like where you put your photo of your family. So I thought I could have some fun with those. But I'm also going to put a bunch of those into kits. So I won't keep all of them. The other thing that I have decided for my new year is, okay, this is going to be loud. And you probably really don't care about this, but I'm going to show you anyway. I am going to come home. I am going to dismantle any books that I have immediately, maybe even before I do a haul. Fabric, whatever the case might be. And get that done so that I can put everything away. Then I have everything put aside that I'm going to do for the what's on the Maker's Market, what's coming on a live sale video. But these I bought. There's a lot of those. I did pay up for these, which they're all vintage. They're all old. I think I paid $7 for all of this. No? Yes. I paid $7 because these were $4 and these were $3. But these I use in my assemblage. So I got all of those. And I think those will be really, really fun. Also, I have to say, I'm a little sniffly tonight. It is very late. I made the mistake of taking a nap earlier in the day because I was so exhausted. And I said, okay, I've done my videos. I'm going to take a little break and I'm going to watch a movie. And so I watched a little Shirley Temple movie and I fell asleep. now I'm wide awake, and it's 10 o'clock at night, so there's that. All right, I'm going to show you the rest of the things that I found from that new little spot, and I thought it was so much fun. The ladies there were so kind and so nice. This was $1. There was a bunch more things in there, most of which were like pins and such, but I bought this because of the old measuring tapes. Look at these. Aren't they lovely? And then this is a darning piece. So I thought, well, I could put some yarn on it and display it, and it will be cute too. So I got all of that for $1. And then this, okay. I think I'm going to sell these scissors. They're just too cute. They may be antique. I don't know. They're definitely vintage, but they could be into the antique realm. I bought it for the pins. So what I think I'm going to do is leave some of the pins in there. Wait a minute. What's in here? Oh, just a piece of vellum or something. Leave a few pins in there and the scissors, and sell this on a live sale. So part of that will be coming. I got all of this for 50 cents. Well, I've been working on Christmas journals. It's just eyelet, but it's red and it's cute. And I was running low on what I had, so I picked that up. This, okay, this is just my advice to you. This was $5. Absolutely 100% worth it if you need pinking shears. These are old. I do not know how old, but I've already tested them out. They need a little oil on them because they're a little stiff. But anytime I find vintage pinking shears, these are the ones that I buy because they work way better than any ones that I've ever had. So what will happen is I will keep the pinking shears. Let's see if I can get this off here. Not ripping anything. And then I think I'm going to fill this with some goodies. Let's just do it now. Let's take these out so I can put them on my shelf. And then I'm going to fill this with some vintage sewing things and put that on either the Maker's Market or live sale. When I walked in, they had tons of... There was a big rack. Oh, that was $5.99 to begin with. How do you get this open? Tons of crafting things. Oh, and I have a question for you. They had these Zutter, what do you call those things? You know, like the book binding things. They had a bunch of them. Oh, goodness. I'm ruining this, aren't I? Well, we'll just look at the back of it. That's what's in there. And I Googled it, and I was asking the ladies, like, do you guys know anything about scrapbooking or, you know, cinch machines? And they're like, no. My question is, because the shape of the Zutter binding things are very different from the cinch. Can you use them? Can you interchange them? I don't know. My question to all of you. I picked up just a few little things. How much were these? Oh, I think each one of these was $1. So I didn't get a lot, but I mean, there were shelves full of crafting and supplies. So this is just what I got. That's it. But a lot of Christmas. Let's see. Christmas, travel, Christmas. Okay, we'll put you in the Christmas pile. Travel, and then we'll put you in the label pile so I can put you away. I got this, and it is actually by Plaid, and it's decoupage stuff. So this is what's in it. 3 pieces of this, 3 of this, 3 of this, 3 of this. I just picked it up because I was like, oh my gosh, chickens and roosters. I'm going to get that for Carol. And so I might keep one page of this. Oh, there's only 2 pages of chickens. Oh, that's because I already put one in there. But I'll probably keep 1 page for myself. And then, you know, these random ones, I'll just maybe give her some and keep some as well. But I was like, she needs these chickens. They're super, super cute. So that, I think, was everything I got at that new little place, which I'm so glad that I got to make the connection. And then we went to... Where do we go next? Oh, well, let's go back to... I'm going to bring this all over. Hang on. It's going to get heavy. It's going to get real heavy. Before we had gone to this little place, I'm just going to rearrange here in a second, and I'll just keep telling you the story. I started to say, I think I'm getting a cold. But Carol giggles at me every time I say, I think I'm getting sick. When I get sniffly, I get all worked up because I'm like, what is wrong? There we go. So before we did that, Dave didn't really want to go to the thrift shop with me. And so I was like, okay, he wanted to go look at vehicles. So I'm like, all right, drop me off at the thrift store. And then I thought, oh my gosh, what if he's gone for like 2 hours? What am I going to do with myself? But whatever. So I went to the thrift store. Here's a couple little things that I made from what I had because I couldn't wait. But this was a Christopher Vine apron. I was in the Christmas area, and they had tons of aprons, and these were the ones that were like where it came down on either side. So I just kept those. But look at all of these. And so each of these were on that apron, and so I cut every one out. So this is going to be a project. We're going to play around with it. I just tried a couple very simple, you know, backed them to file folders, and then I saved all of the twill. I had to ask Carol and Sandy, I'm like, what's this stuff called? I can't remember. But this was the apron strings, if you will. So I saved that as well. But I thought we could do something with that. This was very early into my ventures, and I was like, no way. So I have a very, very regimented walk through every single thrift store that I frequent often, and I go to the books almost last. But as I was walking through my regular little jaunt, this was laying like this, kind of like this, in the children's section as I was walking by. And I was like, no way. So I went up, picked it up, and just my tip, I go in, I find things, I put them in my cart, and then I think about it. That will help you not buy every single thing that's in there. And then I go through everything. And this time I sat down and I was like, nope, don't need this. Nope, don't need this. Look how thick this is. This is huge. I have never seen this book. It is 2 1/4 inches worth of pages, and obviously 2 inches in the spine. But look at these. I mean, come on. The circus man. So Candace needs this. So I really bought it specifically. Here, let's just do it. As my kids used to say, or Demi used to say when she was little. What specifically, Mom? There we go. Now it's all pulled away from there. There you go. So I bought it for the cover. But then when I started to look at it, I'm like, oh, this is hundreds of opportunities for journal cards, pockets. I mean, and this is from 1930, so I can't copy it. It's not something that's, but the pages, am I okay with that one? No, let's do one of these. They're just yummy, but I don't know what's going to happen. And they're really thick. Oh, it looks like they're crunch test. Well, I could probably get by with it. Probably better if it's back to something, but The Circus in the Nursery, Tabitha and Tobias, Little Top Knot, and Greedy Red Comb. Oh, that Greedy Red Comb get you every time. Jocko the Circus Monkey. So those circus things I might need to pull out and send them to Candace. Little Red Riding Hood, The Travels of the Fox, Sunny Sue, Tommy Snooks, Wiggly Wobbly and Wink, and the Three Bears. But these images, so simplistic, they're not monochromatic, but they're very, my art skills are not kicking in at the moment, so I'm not going to tell you what this design is, but it's going to be fun. Just bought it for that. I don't know. I love it. I also bought this for myself because I love doing the blue ribbon journals. I have one on the Maker's Market right now. This is from 1982, but it's all recipes from the Iowa State Fair that were first place winners in 1982. And why, I mean, how more perfect than to be put in a blue ribbon journal. This, I stood in there. Apparently somebody wanted to charge $4 at a time. It is in horrific shape at the cover. But I showed Dave this too when he came in, and he's like, oh my gosh, that's cool. I stood there for probably 10 minutes looking at this. Check it out. Now, I spun this thing like I couldn't spin it anymore. But I'm like, okay. So what you do, for example, this is what I was trying to figure out. Hereabout is Carol. And I was trying to think who, let's see. And where's Nevada? No, New Mexico. Right here. And this is where BB is. And Karamia is here. So I was spinning this thing. Here's what happens. You spin it. Let's just say that you live in Rapid City, South Dakota. Okay? Des Moines was not on there, and there's a lot that aren't. So I don't know how they decided what they were going to put on here. So if you live in Rapid City, South Dakota, and you want to travel to San Francisco, it's 1,430 miles. If you want to go see BB, I'll just say Albuquerque, it's 846 miles. If you want to go to Yellowstone to, have a good time, it's 516 miles. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. So, okay, here, let's see. Now we're in West Central. Is Des Moines on there? We shall see. Okay, so now, here's Des Moines. So now, let's see. Arkansas, Dodge City, Denver, Cheyenne. See, come on now, people. You got to go. Terre Haute, Indiana. You got to go, I'm sure whenever this was printed, they were like, oh, well, people aren't going to go any farther than that. But, come on. I'm trying to find something fun. Or somebody I know who lives somewhere. Okay, well, Where's Des Moines is? Okay, we'll just do Des Moines. So, if I want to go to Denver from Des Moines, it's 696 miles. If I want to go see the love of my life, it's 137 miles. So there you go. Pretty cool. I could have played with that forever. All right. So, my friend Hazel got this, I believe, from my friend Carol. And I had never seen this. I go to Barnes & Noble often. I had never seen this. So, on that same trip, I always scan all the aisles for the gold spine, right? And they had this one, Everything I Need to Know I Learned from a Little Golden Book. This is the one that Carol had sent to Hazel. And I was like, oh my goodness, I just got this. And it's never been even probably hardly open. I'm so excited. You can still smell it. It still has new book smell. So as I was looking, I see another. Whoa, that almost all fell off. Another one. This is Everything I Need to Know About Christmas I Learned from a Little Golden Book. I'm like, okay. Never seen that. Again, hasn't been cracked. If you had smell-o-vision, you could smell new book smell. This is from 2014. Has not been hardly cracked, but it's so fun. Let me just read. Why it's just Christmas is coming. Why it's just around the corner. Yikes. Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year and all, but there's just so much to do. All that baking, the endless cycle of cooking and cleaning, and the rounds of social obligations. When you could be taking a nap. Can we just call the Christmas season what it really is? And it's so cool because every single page you turn, it's from a little golden book, and then it has the reference of the book it was from and who wrote it, who illustrated it, and what year. I don't know. I was happy about that. And then I bought this. So now I haven't had this binder before. I have the handyman one that has got the guys on the front. And they're doing their little work. But this one had obviously been used. It was from 1951. This feels like wallpaper. That's what it feels like. And I bought this because I have several handyman journals that I want to do. And I loved this. And I loved the tools. I just thought they were really cute. And somebody used this. Like, they flipped through it. So it's not in the greatest of shape. But look at that. Oh my goodness. How to hang wallpaper. Just ask my dad. He's the pro. So, I picked that up. And this I won't sell. I'll just use the pages out of it because it's in, not the best of shape. But I loved this cover. I did get, and I do have a whole host of things that I bought at this thrift store that will be coming to the Maker's Market and live sales. I have one like this that is just sewing. I can't remember the title of it. But this one I'm keeping because I'm doing a kids sewing journal. And there was just too many things. I probably will make it from this. So, got that. And, I can't pass up a little Sesame Street Christmas. Normally would not buy this for myself, but I was like, I can't help it. And if you guys did not see my Happy Meal from Carol at Crinkle Path, oh my goodness, go check it out. She got and sent to me. I'm sure she didn't buy it for me and go, oh, okay, buying this for Angela. Maybe she did. The best Sesame Street book I've ever had in my life. It's through the decades. I've already looked through it 3 or 4 times. It's not going in my I will use this for Sesame Street things yet. I just keep looking at it. If you know, you know. Yes, I have a degree in travel and tourism. I worked for the airlines for 13 years, and I am my kid's dad is a pilot. So everything that I kind of know and love from my past is aviation. And so this is about the Concorde. How could you not? So I had to have that. Then this I bought, and I only bought it for one reason. And let's just get serious about this. This I will be sharing in kits. So I have a new plan. Like I said, my goals are up here. I have a new little idea that I'm going to do for the Makers Market. So I won't keep all of this. But I love that this was blue ink. And so I had to have it. You know, there's not a ton of color pictures, but everything is printed in blue. So, you know, it doesn't really matter what color you print in as long as you do it in one color. If any of you have done a lot of graphic design or such. So they chose to do it in blue. Very different than what I normally see. So I will keep a few pages and then I'm going to put these into some little things that I'm working on. This was amazing. And they had many of these, but I just picked up one. And I can't tell you how marvelous these pages are. It's not quite like construction paper, but heavier than normal magazine. And then this is just normal. But I love me a good craft magazine, and so I won't pass them up, and this is perfect for Christmas, so I got that. And we're almost done, guys. This I have not looked at, but it says 20 beautiful holiday letter sheets with envelopes. Remember your friends this holiday season with personal letter greetings. It was $1, which was half price, so it was 50 cents. But I don't know what era this is from. If it's reproduction, I don't know. So we're just going to look at it. Oops, maybe. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Okay, well, there's no dates on it. Oh, yes, there is. No. It just says Arthur Thompson, Baltimore. Doesn't have a date. So I don't know how old these are. Gosh, the paper is really cool. And do I care how old it is? It looks vintage. And then it has matching envelopes, which I'm not going to pull all those out. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys. Do you know what would be cool? But I'm sure I won't. I don't know if I could do it. But I have a letter to journal makers that I've never put in my journals. I wrote it, I put it in my notes, and I have never done it. But wouldn't it be cool, like, especially for the Christmas journals, to put it on this? That looks like the wrapping paper I found some time ago. I finally sold that on some of those bundles. Oh my goodness. This is lovely. Well, the paper itself is scrumptious, that's for sure. Here we go. So all of those, and then they have matching envelopes, which I will not pull out because that looks just like, yeah, it's already a mess. So I'll just put them together. But each one of them has the same design on the envelope. For 50 cents, can't beat it. Now, if you guys watch my live sales, please help me out. I feel like I sold one of these. Or they're going into the bundles next month, which in January. I am doing a vintage reader journal bundle. And I may have moved one of those to that sort it and do it. Oh, this smells very vintage. I'm cool with that. But as I remember going through it, and I was like, oh, I kind of wish I would have kept one of those. This is the same one. And so I don't know. Did I sell this to somebody? Or is it in the stuff that I'm going to be doing? I don't know. I don't know. And then the last thing from that little haul was this Fun with Wool. And it's a big one. I mean, it's almost 13 inches long. But when I opened it up and I saw this, I was like, it's coming home with me. This is from 1980. And again, I don't know why I'm waiting to do the art journals, the craft journals, but I have plenty of things to do. But I was like, this is perfect. And oversized pages, really heavy. This is very reminiscent, the page thickness of the Rome book that I used and still use for the oversized page things. But these are just too perfect to put in, not to put in, whether it be the adult arts and crafts or the kids. So that will go in there. And that's everything that I'm keeping. You'll have to stay tuned because you'll get to see all the things that I am bringing to the live sales. And there's a lot. And then the last one is from my favorite Iowa State University road trip sale. And you probably don't know this because I don't think I've said it on a sale, or I'm on a video. But Dave, we've been talking about getting e-bikes for a long time. And Dave found one for me. I said, we're not buying new ones. I don't know if I'm going to like it. So, he's been looking. He found one for me. And so we went to Ames and I said, well, great. We can do lunch and we can go to a couple thrift stores. So we did. We killed a little time before we met the nice young man who happens to be a bike mechanic. And so he was lovely. Anyway, long story short, we bought the bike. And then we went to a couple of thrift stores before. I found nothing. Neither one of us did. And then we went to my favorite one after. And Dave said, I need to eat. And I said, no, we shall not eat until we have gone to the thrift store, because then we'll be tired and we won't want to go. So he sucked it up, and I bought this whole bag of, these are magnets, but they're all little words in different colors, and they were $2. And I was like, well, I'll use them for something. It'll be fun. I will tell you that the prices were extremely high on books. These were, okay, so I used to be a maker for close to my heart, and $1 for these, or 50 cents, is a great deal compared to what they used to be. So I just picked them up. I thought, well, I will use them. This, it was 50 cents. Was from 1940, and it's got these cute little birds in it. So I feel like I'm going to make journal cards or something with them, or tags. I haven't decided, but I've never seen anything. I haven't seen this particular one. I've seen lots of these books, but not this particular one. This was a little bit more. It was $3, and mftstamps.com. I feel like I already have a music note stamp, and I need to go look, but I did pick it up. There were no bargains at this one, no sales things. This was 50 cents. I just liked it because it says Alaska handmade stickers, but I like the little felt ones. They had lots of Alaska stickers and scrapbook pages. Now, let me just show you. This was one of the cheaper books. So, there was a little golden book, that I wanted to get for a friend, and I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen one like that. And I picked it up and it was $10.50. Now remember, we're at a thrift store. So the prices were high. However, they have a beautiful assortment of vintage books. I did not necessarily get this for the inside pages because there's not a lot that's really, tripping my trigger. There are a few, but I did get it for the cover. So most of those pages will be put into that, the vintage reader kits. But I really love this cover. So yes, I did pay $5 for it. Probably way more than I should have, but I did it. I only have, let's see, I have one of these. Maybe. But this one, let's see, it was probably $5 too. Maybe $4. I don't know. Let's see. $4. Okay. Again, way more than I would normally pay, but it had a lot of, this is from, well, the original is from 65, but this is 1976. It had a lot of things that I could put into those art journals. And if you've never had a make and do book, you may not know that they're very slick pages and they are a little bit shiny, but not so shiny that you can't, use them in a book. They're not like a magazine shiny. But this one was very crafty, craft. Like I said, I only have 2. But it had a lot of things that were more crafty things than like the raising the pets and some of the other things. So I did pick that up. And then I started to tear this apart and I was like, forget it. Just enjoy it. So the handyman book that I showed you earlier, I got this because I cannot, like anytime there's a diagram or something that's architecturally beautiful, I have to have. And so I started to take it apart thinking, oh, okay, I'll just take a few pages and then I'll put some others into kids. And I was like, no, I think I'm going to keep this as it is. And I feel like I will make a journal out of the entire thing. Because, come on. DIY book right there. And then the last one that I bought, I feel like I've had this before and I've sold it. But I didn't have one for myself. And again, it's a lot of, look at that. Gifts and things that you can make and food you can make. And I thought it would be perfect for like a Christmas arts and crafts. I was going to show you. Look at that. Look at that end paper. This is the last thing I got. 1966, but it looks like it's almost brand new. So pretty exciting stuff. And thank goodness for my husband for being such a trooper and hanging out and going along with me. Well, I went along with him. But for playing along and having a good time. So until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be. Thank you again, all of you. I appreciate you very much for being a part of my life, part of my channel, and for being so amazing in this community. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.